Hey everyone, this is Dr. Sharp in your professional writing class. I wanted to go over your job application screening discussion board that's due tomorrow and kind of show you exactly how to do it, just because it's maybe something you've never done before and I'm asking you to use AI. So I wanted to help you figure out how to do that. So I've got the discussion board pulled up here. What you're going to do is you are going to search for a job that you might want to have in now or in the future. You're going to take that job description, paste it into an AI like ChatGPT, and ask it to help you figure out what are the most important qualities for that job. So let me show you how to do that. So to start, I went into Indeed and I put in professional writing, and I initially put Valdosta, Georgia, but the only jobs that were coming up for that were at Valdosta State. So I put Tallahassee instead, and the first thing that came up was this public information specialist. So what I did is I copied the job description here. You can see in the blue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Chat GPT, and I've taken the prompt from our discussion board prompt. You can see that over here, right? Generative AI prompt to use. I just want you to copy and paste this into your Chat GPT or whatever you use. We have Copilot at Microsoft, from Microsoft at Valdosta, so you can use that. You put that in, and then you want to paste the job description. We're going to let Chat GPT figure out what it wants us to do. So it's got the traits and competencies most likely to be screened for. So we're going to let this generate. And what we do is once this full thing is generated, we're going to go over to the actual discussion board. We're going to create a new post. I've called it job application screening. You can call it anything that you want. We're going to paste the AI's list of traits and competencies. We don't need to edit it in any way. We're just copying and pasting once it's done. Wow, it takes a minute. I'm surprised it's going in this much detail, but I guess it is my Chat GPT, so I've kind of trained it up to be a little more focused on professional writing than the base version of Chat GPT. So let's give it a minute. While it's generating, we'll talk about the second part. So after we paste that in, what you're going to do is you're going to write two paragraphs, and you're going to think about what do you have in your work experience, your internships, volunteering, anything that you've done, stuff you've done in school. What are you going to take from your life that you can translate into a resume or cover letter? So you're not writing the resume or cover letter now, you're just brainstorming 100-word paragraphs. It's asking me for X. What can I talk about? So let's see if our Chat GPT is done. There we go. So mine was really long. Yours may be this long. It may be shorter. It's whatever the Chat GPT generates, so it's not a big deal. So we just paste that in. And if we look at what Chat GPT said, it's got things like professionalism, creativity, independent judgment and discretion, project management, stakeholder management, event planning, photography, graphic design, digital communications, public relations. You don't have to talk about all of these. You would just pick two of these and think about what you might write about. So, for example, we've got project management and detail orientation. You want to think about what's a time in your life that you've had to do some kind of project management. Um, in my job, I had to write something called a comprehensive program review for my last job, and that required lots of moving pieces. So I might talk about that and try to explain how that experience writing the comprehensive program review um, made it so that I could do this job to be a public information specialist, right? The big thing is that you're telling a story and you're connecting the things that happened in your story to the things that are happening here. And those are going to be written by yourself. You don't write, you just under that, you'll just hit part two and you'll write those two paragraphs. They can be whatever. They don't have to be bold. I just left them bold for now. You'd write your two paragraphs and then you post. For this assignment, you do not need to respond to any student. This is just something that you're doing on your own. So, just to recap, you go to Indeed, you find a job, you copy the job description, We put it into our chat GPT. Chat GPT tells us what we need to include. You paste that and then you write two brainstorming paragraphs. So I hope that all makes sense and is pretty easy. The idea behind this, right, is just to figure out what are the qualities that employers are looking for. And the reason that we're using AI is because oftentimes, for larger companies especially, they are using AI to screen your cover letter and resume for specific words that appear in the job interview. So we want to make sure that we're putting those words into our job application materials so that we can get an interview and not be cut off by the AI. That's the worst thing that can happen, right? So I hope that makes sense. If there are any questions, just ask me.